Okay, so this is going to be the start of the series of tutorials. I decided to do it level by level because that'll just be both way cleaner and also then I can actually fit it into my schedule and not have to do it over multiple days and actually have something. Anyway, I wanted to start here because I want to mention that it's the PS4 version because the PS5 version has super long loads for absolutely no reason. I don't know why, uh, but it's really long loads. It was 6 to 7 seconds on a 3 second load. So I have switched to this. As far as I can tell, uh, I non-simplified Chinese. I don't know what it's called. Is probably the fastest language, just because it has the least amount of characters, and I'm pretty sure it's just the speed at which the characters are shown up. So if you don't have a file, you just press new game, which this is new game for any of those unaware. But if you do have a file, then you have to press, for me it's triangle because I'm on PlayStation, but depending on what it is, when you press that is when you start the timer. For the beginning section, you hold, for me it's cross, but I don't know what it is for other places. You hold that button, but once it changes the symbol, it says continue in Chinese, then you can press X again to skip it, regardless of if it's finished the verbal section or not. From here, you wait. Actually, I'll see. Yeah, you have to wait until this part plays, and then you can hold the button. And then once you get through that, once this loading screen is done, you can just hold the speed up button. But on the next one, you have to wait until the text box is appearing. Because, for instance, I'll hold the cross button here, and it will not speed it up. So I have to wait for the box to be there. The second one is okay. You can just hold it. That is 1. This is 2. Don't jump as much as possible. It's like you want to jump as little as possible. It's confusing. I'm pretty sure, I'm fairly certain that you can make it by doing a jump and then, yeah, like that. But it is quite precise, and if you mess it, then that happens, which is just unfortunate. Essentially, you can preserve more momentum when you jump perfectly, but it's hard to jump perfectly, so I would not recommend I wouldn't recommend relying on it. It does technically waste time if you fail it, but it's not the biggest deal. So I would not worry about it. That is number 3. You should... Nice clip. You should be able to get over that, I'm pretty sure. Just by running. Yeah, you can. I don't know why I was messing it up. So like there, I don't know if that was worth it, but I did it anyway. Just jumping again to preserve my momentum so that I actually make it to that platform, rather than having to jump again. Here, you want the Grinch to stand on the first stair, and then take Max up, and get the puzzle piece and hit the button. And I will mention, if Max is over here, then the camera will pan and the Grinch will whistle for him in the cutscene, and then the door will be closed, which I'm not sure. It's open. It's not open right now. I don't know why that happens, but it does happen. So keep that in mind, and try to not put Max on that side of the button. So, for the final time, you come here, you stand on this stair, You go up with Max, you go around, you come in and you get the puzzle piece, and then you go and you push the button. And then you go through.
Keep going, old Grinch. You've got Christmas to push rocks.
We do not need to push this rock, I don't think.
That rock can help you reach.
We do not.
Nice job, old Grinch.
There is a rock that... Okay, don't do that.
Crannies and nooks. You'll find hidden places. Just need to
So, from this checkpoint, do not fall down. Just run and jump. Okay, you have to actually run though. Give me a second. I'm going to start from here. So we do not push the rock. We jump up, and then we run and we jump. And from here, we can bring Max down. And if you pan the camera down, Max will not get whistled back. If you leave it up, you will see the Grinch will whistle him back. So you want to take Max, you want to pan the camera down, and then he will not disappear. You collect the puzzle piece, and then before the Grinch will whistle him back, you want to switch to the Grinch, jump, and hold the whistle button so that you recenter the camera on the Grinch, because it'll essentially whistle for Max without playing the animation, which is just slow. So if you jump, then you kind of skip it. And you can do that when you're moving. You don't have to do it when standing slow. So it can waste less time if you are okay with not seeing. We get that puzzle piece there. I don't know how I missed that one last time. So from here, we want to just run down rather than jumping, because I've found that when you're jumping, it's not really faster than just running, and if you just run, it's way more consistent. For here, you want to wait for the platform and then jump off at the end rather than jumping into the puzzle piece,
come back to the front.
so that you don't have to jump a second time.
You've got work to do to steal Christmas Day.
We do push this rock. And you can jump on top of it around there. Yeah, and then jump up. Don't do that. Under normal circumstances, I think we wait for that ball, but I forget. We could also have an extra health point. I don't know. If it's the very end and it's the last enemy, don't worry about getting hit. Notable thing. If you're playing on console, it is really slow to do this, where you bring it around. But if that's the only thing you have, just don't stop moving the cursor, because if the cursor is not moving, then it'll have a weird, ramp up thing that it does. But if you keep moving, it'll just be faster. It's harder to do stuff, but it is faster. Because I'm on PlayStation, I can use this thing, like the touchpad thing. But I am still not used to it, so I'm still pretty slow. Keyboard and mouse is definitely best for this specific section. Yeah, that is about that for level